Here's the truth about moving to another country. I should know since I left home and traveled thousands of kilometers. Why? Well, I hoped that moving somewhere else, somewhere beautiful and sunny like Portugal, would finally make me happy. Or at least happier. So, without thinking it through and with no real plan, I packed up all my things and left. And I've never felt this nervous and scared. And I'm saying this knowing that back home I wasn't doing too well either. I was very sad. I felt stuck and like I needed to make a big change, so I basically took the first job opportunity I got, and it ended up being in Portugal. The pay isn't too amazing, but I thought that I have to start somewhere. And having a bad paying job is better than having no job, right? I'm sure not everyone would agree, but let me take you back a bit and explain how I even got to that point where I became desperate for not only a job but also a big change. I studied media and wanted to make animation movies. That was my original plan A, if you will. But I discovered that I enjoy watching more than I do making them. At least the 3D Disney animation style. With 2D animation it's different. I love drawing. It's like therapy to me. That and writing. But unfortunately I can't bring myself to believe that I'd actually have a chance to get a job in that field. The competition is big and all I can draw are silly doodles. I haven't mastered the art of drawing and I'm not sure if I ever will. Because if I'm really honest, for me the fun in drawing is just drawing. The only reason I enjoy it so much is because I don't pressure myself to become insanely good and learn all the different techniques. I draw for the sake of it. And 4 years and a degree later, I decided that I would be better off changing my path. So, after another half a year of unemployment and lots of time spent with hobbies, my family, and unfortunately doom scrolling, I began to feel like a complete loser. First, it was because I wasn't following the path society preaches. After your studies, you have to immediately find a job. And I was struggling with that. But then that changed. I spent more time than I care to admit on social media, and the online gurus preaching how easy it is to become rich really got to me. Then I felt even worse, like a complete loser, a failure. And so now I'm on a mission to figure out how I can get rich. I know that sounds a bit ridiculous and vague, but that's because I'm still not sure. Neither what rich truly means to me or how I can get there. So for now I want to learn as much as I possibly can about different business models, sales, marketing and so on to figure out which direction I want to go. And then I saw an advertisement for a job that is sales related in Portugal. Applied for fun, I had and have nothing to lose and got accepted. I thought I was in for a great time and that this would finally be my chance to start over, but the first day when I landed was terrible. But I'll let past me take over for this because she can explain it best.
Hi, so I thought I would kind of vlog it just for memory's sake, maybe for, I don't know, maybe teaches someone something, I don't know. Today I arrived in a new country. I came to Portugal and wow, it's been an exciting but also a very hard day. And I always forget that to be brave you actually have to do things you are scared of, and this is pretty much, this is very much something I'm scared of because I was so nervous coming here and I was so scared. It's for like a job opportunity and I don't know if it's even a good opportunity or not. It's just a job because I couldn't find one in my country if we're like really honest here. And that kind of sucks, but it's also, I try to see it like an opportunity and I kind of applied for fun because I thought wouldn't it be nice to live in Lisbon, and I didn't really think it out because I think maybe in your 20s you have to be like very, I don't know, spontaneous and do crazy stuff, which I'm trying to do. But it's also scary. And when I arrived and went to the apartment, and was looking at all this, I was like pretty overwhelmed, because there's like mold in the walls and it's cold. And I don't know, I wasn't expecting this, I guess. But then again, what was I expecting? I wasn't really expecting anything, was I? I didn't even think this through very much. I just kind of just packed my things and went. Maybe it's fear of missing out. Maybe it's fear of wasting my youth doing nothing exciting. Part of me also thinks this could be like a great opportunity to learn more things. I don't really specialize in the field of like marketing, but this job is kind of about marketing in some ways. And I'm hoping to learn something here, especially with all those business influencers online who are all so freaking rich and so freaking young. It feels so easy to feel left behind and like you didn't achieve anything with your life yet, and you should. I mean, they're younger than you and they are millionaires. Like how? And so I kind of try to learn more things, to also get a foot in this crazy business industry and maybe create my own business, or maybe work for businesses and be a freelancer and make more money, I guess, than the average person. I guess it's all about living a better life than the average person. And I find this thought kind of overwhelming. You have to work a 9 to 5 for pretty much all of your life. And I've been listening to so many business people and millionaires, and it makes it seem like a life that's not worth living. So I'm kind of trying to escape it, and I guess I get why they want to escape it. I feel like you don't really realize what it takes until you actually try it, and when you try it, it turns out to be harder than you thought, and all of a sudden you're crying, even if you thought it would be easy and it would be all okay, and it even isn't such a big deal anyway. But it kind of is. And then in the evening you lie in your bed and you kind of want to hug your mom, or like at least someone who tells you that everything will be okay and that you're not a complete failure, because you aren't a millionaire yet and you're only getting older. But it seems ridiculous coming from my mouth. I mean, I'm in my 20s. That's not old if we are honest, but the media and everyone makes it seem like it is. I don't even know what I was trying to say or where I was going with this. Life's tough, but you gotta be tougher.
You don't have to know what you wanted to say, because I do. And yes, life is tough and you have to be tougher, but you already are pretty damn tough. Thing is, we don't even realize how tough we are while we are going through a lot of pain. When we are overwhelmed and don't know what to do. I know I felt like I was a little crybaby and wanted to buy a flight back home the very day that I arrived. But I didn't. And I learned that my feelings don't have that much power over me like I thought. They don't even define who I am, because our actions do. I mean, most of the time other people don't even know what we feel. They only see what we do. And in my case, they see someone who moved to a beautiful city all by herself to start a new job and start over. Oh, and if you want updates on this story, make sure to follow me, and also maybe leave a comment if you have any questions so that I can answer them. They see the pretty pictures and think, wow, I wish that was me. They don't see how scared I am, how uncertain, or how I cry myself to sleep. So, what I want to leave you with is life is hard and painful at times, but you just have to push through. Never stop, never give up. I mean, even now, a couple of days have passed and I already started feeling better. Imagine I would have booked that flight home. I probably would have regretted that my whole life. Secondly, starting over is possible, but it is a lot harder than you might think. It comes with loneliness and confusion and uncertainty and fear. It doesn't stay that way, but you have to prepare for a whole lot of character development because it will be hard. And lastly, your life path isn't set in stone and uncertainty is inevitable. There are many ways your life could go, which naturally means there will be uncertainty. And just because someone tells you how you should live it, that doesn't make it right. And it doesn't make you a loser or a weirdo if you take the road less traveled by.